Greetings. I'm the Reverend Jen Fenner of Epworth United Methodist Church. We continue focused on the stories of the resurrection, and today we're in Luke 24, starting at verse 13. Now that same day, two of them were going to a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem. They were talking with each other about everything that had happened, and as they talked and discussed these things, Jesus himself came up and walked along with them. But they were kept from recognizing Jesus. Jesus asked them, "What are you discussing as you walk along?" They stood still, their faces downcast. One of them, named Cleopas, asked him, "Are you the only one visiting Jerusalem who does not know the things that have happened in these days?" This text has always been meaningful to me for multiple reasons. First of all, I love the fact that literally these two men are walking towards a village called Emmaus, walking from Jerusalem. And they're talking to each other, and their faces are downcast, and they're struggling with challenges that they have experienced. Literally, these are probably two individuals who have witnessed the crucifixion. And as they're talking, they haven't received news of the resurrection. And so Jesus comes up, it says, and simply walks with them. And even as Jesus walks with them, it says they are kept from recognizing them. As the text goes on further, Cleopas literally accuses Jesus of being disconnected and out of it and unattentive to the sorrow and the sadness that they're carrying. And he says, "Are you the only one that doesn't know what happened in Jerusalem in these days?" And I wonder how many times in our life Jesus is literally walking along with us, beside us, intentionally positioning himself. And because we don't recognize him for who he is, we continue in our struggle and our sadness, and sometimes even accuse. You just pay no attention to all the grief that I'm carrying. If nothing else, the fact that Jesus literally seeks us out as we make that journey is important to me. And the fact that even when we don't recognize God for who God is, God doesn't leave us or abandon us. God keeps walking. And when we lash out and accuse and struggle, God continues the dialogue with us. Today, I wonder what places in your life still remain shrouded in death and in sorrow. What places in you do you struggle to really see and believe and experience the resurrection? Is there any comfort in knowing that even in those places, God is walking with you? And sometimes I think there's value in what is often referred to as the ministry of presence. Literally, the decision to just be with, to come alongside, to make whatever journey someone else is making, if it's from Jerusalem to the village of Emmaus, wherever someone's walking, to walk alongside them in this ministry of presence and to be present as they grieve, to listen to them, and perhaps eventually to help to turn hearts back to God. Lord, we thank you for every time that you have come alongside us, even when we're still stuck in crucifixion and haven't received news of resurrection. We're grateful, God, that even when we don't recognize you, you still continue with us. You still speak with us. Even when we accuse you, you don't run away. Help us, God, to see the value in walking with. Help us, God, to have the eyes to recognize you in this world. And help us have the courage, Lord, to be attentive to the news of resurrection that is around us. In Jesus' name.